Well, here we are at Doug and Michelle's going to do our Q&A. I'm sitting on an exercise ball. There's no chairs up here. We should go downstairs, but we don't want to wake the kids up. We got them to bed finally. Okay, Q&A 97. Oh dear.
You get the number right as soon as you go to it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh gosh, it's what, midnight? Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Bonnie Barber, we were talking about on how to get food storage, how to get your supplies stored up, and she was wondering how to store up medications. That's a hard one because how do you store medications? The only thing I can think of is you just store it and maybe rotate it, keep it rotated, and maybe keep a bottle ahead. What do you do for your
none of mine
eczema stuff?
None
of yours are life-threatening.
No.
Yeah, or life-threatening. But Bonnie Barber, she was just talking. What do you do about your medications if something happens? And
if just thinking about, because I was on cortisone for quite a few years and got premature cataracts from being on the cortisone, and I used to think about that.
Yeah.
But here's what I would do. If I saw something coming like that, I would find a way to get it. I would ask the doctor.
Get ahead.
I would consult with the doctors themselves about situations like that, if I can legally stock up on it.
Yeah. And a good thing to do, if something happened, what natural remedy could you use in place of it to at least save your life? Because if there's a disaster and you cannot get to your medications, I would maybe find out, a natural remedy.
Research
it and find, because what you have is working. What medication you have is working. You don't want to go natural. But if you had to, what would you do? Because it is life-threatening. People do need their medications. And a guy down the street, he has a Down syndrome girl, and she has to have oxygen. And so he has a generator for, so that they can have the generator keeps the oxygen going.
If electricity
should go out.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one, though. And the only thing I can think of is just research it and do everything you can to find out how far ahead you can stock your medicines, medications, and some medications are highly expensive. So, but that is a tough one, and just try and stock up on what you do have, and then try find some natural remedy you could do just in case that might help. But that is a tough one. That's a good question.
You wouldn't ask your own doctor about it, because some doctors are death against natural.
Against natural and against stocking up, because they think you're trying to sell it or something. Yeah. But it's a tough one. That's a good question. And Bonnie also wanted to know if this was my first plane ride, the one I went to Oregon. And
falling back.
Yeah, don't lean back. We're sitting on chairs that don't work very well here. They're more for the computer. But no, it's not my first plane ride. I think it's my 5th or something. And I don't mind plane rides. I just don't like going alone.
The anxiety of the trip.
I didn't want to go alone. To do it myself.
But you're not worried about the plane crashing, right?
No, I don't worry about that. I don't know why. I just don't worry about it.
I think as you get older, you become more of a subject to your own little rituals and habits and how you're used to having things. And to me, that's one of the main reasons I don't like to travel anymore, is I like to have things in a certain place.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd ever stop traveling.
Well,
you got to make sure you stay forward, because your head will go way little. See, look how little your head goes when you're way back.
You're right.
You have to keep laying forward. See, I'm on the exercise ball, so I'm sitting up straight. I'm doing good, but he wants to relax and lean back on his cushy chair. So, okay, say that one. That name's a hard one.
Looks like a few Hispanic vowels there. So I'd say Lamia Abdulaziz.
Wow, see, I would have murdered that.
Abdu sounds a little bit Arabic. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Nice recipe, Mama O, but what is it? But is it safe to eat turkey from last year? I made turkey gravy and used some turkey from last year. And
But it's
yeah,
frozen.
it was
It's
frozen,
frozen.
yeah, so it's okay. Up to, you can freeze stuff up to a year. And I've even eaten a turkey that was frozen 10 years, and we were fine.
But you have
Somebody
to be careful.
gave it to us, and I thought,
If you have a cheap refrigerator, when they go on defrost, the temperature may change quite a bit inside the freezer.
yeah,
And if it develops ice, you literally have to de-ice it. On a really good freezer, you don't have to do any of that.
yeah,
So if there's any, I think the best thing is to keep rotating it.
yeah. Keep just, if it's more than a year, I wouldn't eat it. But of course I did eat that one turkey somebody gave me that was frozen for 10 years.
I wouldn't have eaten it.
But we didn't. We're still here. So
Well, they say wheat since the Egyptian times.
And some what Bonnie wants to know what the weight of the turkey was. It was, I think, 20 pounds, and that's the juices from leaving the giblets, right? And it was just from the turkey.
Do you say giblets or giblets?
Yeah, it's either giblets or giblets. I say giblets. How would you say it?
Now you got me. I don't know. Giblets.
You don't know?
Giblets.
The jibs or the
I don't
gibs?
know. I'll check Google after.
Okay, David Clark McCall. When will you guys do a live stream? Ooh, good question. I've been wanting to. Maybe I'll have Davey step us through the steps to do one. We did one once, and I tried one once, but I got nervous and hurried and shut it off. And then we tried one once and left it on until 3 in the morning or something.
Well,
we forgot. He didn't know how to shut it off.
it's quite tricky because you can be carrying on your regular thing, and in the background it can be, you can go live. And
I know, we were a little nervous. I'm nervous that nobody will watch. I don't know why I'm nervous about that. And I'm kind of nervous because what if you say something and you want to edit it out and you can't because it's live? Because when I edit the videos, I can edit anything out I want. And with live, boy, that's scary. But I think it will happen this year. I may want to start.
But I had it figured out, but no, I don't have all the kinks out of it, like how to turn it off.
Yeah, how to turn it off.
That was our main problem, right?
Yeah, and David also said, well, our table out back, it's a table that you set.
Glass table? Or?
Well, it does have glass on it, but it says how strong was the wind over there. It knocked it over. It had to have been strong to knock that over. It happened during the night. I woke up and the whole thing was knocked over.
It's mainly we get, just before a storm comes in, we always have wind and strong gusts of wind,
Yeah.
which last for maybe 45 minutes or so, and then the storm's there and there's no more
Yeah.
wind.
How do you say that name? Christian?
Where are you?
Right there.
Christian J. Raps.
That's how I would have said it. Christian
three
J.
names,
Raps,
yeah.
Chris. What is your guys' favorite Christmas song? I like Silent Night. What about you?
I like Roseanne's version of Silent Night.
On my Christmas CD.
Yeah.
Your head's going little again.
Oh yeah, there.
Got to keep him up here. I like this exercise ball. That's awesome. It keeps you
Moving.
awake and
Awake.
moving. Because you're not going to fall asleep on this.
See, it's a ball where you kind of have to be moving your back, and the idea is to stop.
I'll show them.
Okay.
See, it's this exercise ball. But it's sitting on a little chair so it doesn't roll away. Okay, back to questions again. All right. Okay.
Now the idea is if you're having backache, it's supposed to keep it moving and because sometimes if you get in the same position, you go, oh.
Yeah, it keeps you on the ball. Good show. Is that a fake laugh? Or was that a real laugh or a fake
Kind
laugh?
of both, a combination.
Okay, anyway.
It sounded
right.
fake, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so what's your favorite
I
Christmas
don't usually
song?
laugh, so I have to practice.
What's your favorite? You don't ever laugh. Yes, you do. Okay, what's your favorite Christmas song? Come on, See, this is why we don't do live. For moments like this where I can edit out the silent moments. So we'll stick with Silent Night.
I do have one.
Okay.
I have the Handel's Handel's Messiah with full orchestra. It sends shivers up and down your body.
Yeah, that one is awesome. You got there's a favorite one that you have that I can't think of what it is, but the guy with the long hair that's directing.
Yeah, he's the director of that.
Yeah, the director of that one's good.
Usually the head violinist is quite often the leader who's leading the huge orchestra with voices, all the instruments,
it's very
maybe
majestic,
30 different types of voices going.
Yeah. Okay. The Handel's Messiah is probably got to be the top of the line next to Silent Night.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sitting up good?
Yeah.
See, I'm doing good here. Okay, Sherry baby. Mama, can you explain what kind of weather Oregon generally has? I'm from the opposite side of the country. I hope they come back to family soon. I do 2 families every day.
Well, that's nice of them.
I know. That's very nice of her.
I'll tell you about the weather.
Okay, go.
On the coast, I was born in Vancouver, Canada, which is basically, and the Seattle area or Portland, Oregon area starts looking a lot like Vancouver. That is lots of green. It rains a lot. Almost no winters. They start shivering when it's 60 degrees and say, "Oh, it's kind of a cold winter this time."
Yeah, Jimmy Joe says that you don't see the sun much. It rains a lot, and when you do see the sunshine and it's not raining, people panic and they go, "Oh, let's go to the zoo. Let's go on a picnic. Let's go to the ocean. Let's hurry. Let's go do something." They don't want to waste that sunshiny day.
No, my mission was in Switzerland, and it's very similar to the weather.
And you lived in Canada.
In Oregon, yeah, very similar.
Yeah, similar.
And so this is what I used to say. It's either raining, or it's starting to stop raining, or it is raining.
Or it's starting to
It's one of those
rain.
3. But the water is extremely soft right out of the tap. They don't have to water their lawns.
They don't know what sprinklers are. They
sprinkler. They think it's weird
that we have to water our lawns.
My comment to that is,
Utah desert.
We're living in a desert. Why don't we have a rock garden or something?
Let's see, camera where her heads look little. Okay, anyway, and Sherry baby also wants to know, do they have family in Oregon? No, they don't. They had a sister in Washington that's a 3-hour drive, but then she moved. So I suspect they'll be coming back soon. I bet when they're finished having all their children,
there's usually an
they'll be
exchange
back.
Once or twice a year, whether they come here and somebody goes there.
Yeah, so, but I'm gonna guess, you know how you have a mother's tuition? I'll say they'll be back within 2 years after they have, I think they want to have one more baby. They haven't said anything, but they really have really good maternity there. The dad gets like 6 weeks off for baby bonding. And they get really good benefits there. So I think once they're done, finished having their family, which I think...
What about wife bonding?
I don't know. With the baby, when you have a baby?
Yeah.
I think they already bonded.
Never mind.
Okay. That's why. Okay. All right. Next.
Quickie.
Wait. Make sure it's not blurry. Quickie.
Our first Christmas, she made a homemade shirt, sleeves, buttonholes, collar.
I didn't have anything to give you, so...
I know, but she made it.
The neighbor lady gave me some material, and I made a shirt out of it.
And she had no pattern. But it fit me perfect, but it wasn't the style
And he never wears it, because he says he's saving it. Because it was so wonderful that I hand-stitched it.
No,
okay.
It almost brings tears to my eyes that you went...
Okay, we're good.
Thought enough of me to do that.
You got to give them something. You can't just say,
crying?
No, why would I cry?
Just checking.
No, you got to give them something. You can't just say, well, we don't have any money, we can't give you anything. You can find something. I remember Amanda, our youngest, she would just find stuff around the house and wrap it up, and the kids would say, oh, that's where that went. She goes, well, I wanted to give you something. And she'd just wrap it up. So you can find something to give them. Okay, we're going to read out of our How to Be Totally Miserable book. Why don't you find something?
I will. Have we done Relive Your Bad Memories?
I don't think so. Do that one.
No, I know. Every time we read one, we think, oh, I've done that one before. Sometimes you keep going over something bad that happened to you.
Bad,
and it could be an argument you had with somebody, or you didn't say you loved.
Well, like I remember when Elizabeth Smart was found, and I know you know who she is, because everybody just knows. I remember when she was found, and her mother, the first thing her mother told her was, he took 9 months of your life. Don't give him any more. Don't think about it. Don't rehash over it. Don't.
Okay, that's enough for her.
Okay, go.
Okay. Relive your bad memories. So if you want to be totally miserable, keep thinking about them. There you are, faced with a pile of videos labeled memories and a VCR called your brain. Which tape should you play? It depends on whether you're trying to be happy or miserable. If you're trying to be happy, play the ones that give you hope and make you laugh. If you're trying to be miserable, play and replay the tapes of your past mistakes.
Yeah, and then just rehash over and over and find people that did wrong to you and just keep thinking about that and how awful it was.
Look, be kind, don't rewind.
Oh, I like that. Or in Lion King says, leave your past behind you.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
If they've done something stupid in their past, they repent, refocus, rewind, and re-record something over it.
Yeah, record over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's good to not just keep thinking about something bad that happened in your life. And it's hard because when it comes up in your mind, you think, oh, remember when that happened? You have that memory that comes back to you. Then think about something else. Think, what does it say to do? Just think of your happy. It's a tape that you get to put in your brain and play, and you get to choose it.
Okay, and there's a little summary of it.
Okay.
Your imagination is yours. You can remember the past. You choose. Rehearse the future you want.
Because there are pleasant things in the past.
And rehearse the future you want and identify with the real and fictional heroes and events of your selection. Oh, which part you're inventing?
Pretend you got a happy future or what?
No,
but it's really good advice because I've seen people that just rehash over and over, and especially in marriages. Remember when you did that? And you go, oh my gosh, I thought you forgot about that. It was 20 years ago. I know, but you hurt my feelings or whatever.
Okay, here's one of the final comments here. Miserable people watch the tape again and again until they're depressed.
And then you think, now why are you so sad? Well,
they don't realize that their past does not define their future.
I like that. Your past does not define your future. If our past did define our future, we'd all be pretty sad cases.
Oh, I have to show you this one.
Read it.
Blame everyone and everything.
Yes, just for what your life is like.
So. Yeah, why you're totally miserable. Start blaming
and
people.
I know people like that.
When people point fingers at someone, they should remember the three fingers
that are pointing back at you.
You could kick the person responsible for most of your troubles, but you wouldn't be able to sit down for 6 months.
Why?
Kicking yourself.
Oh. Yeah, don't. Oh, I know you, and I know you know people too that are constantly pointing the finger and blaming others.
Well, my mother, or my father.
I know the poor moms get blamed for stuff a lot. You think, poor thing. I don't know. That's just really good advice. So, well, if you want to be miserable, keep pointing the finger at others instead of taking blame for yourself. Say, yeah, that was something stupid I did, instead of blaming others. Because when you blame others, you just think that you're never to blame for anything, that you do no wrong. And once you realize that you do wrong and that you can fix it, just want to make sure you guys keep the questions coming and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we really appreciate all your nice so far everybody's just been really nice. I haven't had any mean people. Everybody's just been nice. Usually people like to get on there and swear and say mean things, but everybody has been really nice.
You're hard to be mean to.
It's true. Make sure and thank you, and good night everybody, and we get to go try and get some sleep tonight.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I can't on these chairs. That's not very easy to do.